Hi, my name is Camilla Lott. Going into this semester, enrolling in the course African American Literature, my thoughts on that would have been that we would have mainly focused on our African American leaders that have paved the way for us, as well as dealing with a lot on slavery and freed slaves. Dr. Benson really broadened my horizons to things that I did not know about my African American history. There a lot of things from our history are things that we're still dealing with today. One story in particular, the life of a slave girl. That character, she did whatever she needed to do to try to free herself from slavery. And it meant being away from her kids. It meant hiding in the secret spot for so long, to where she just was determined to, even if it meant of her dying in that small space, she was determined to not go back to working in the house. That coincides with a lot of women today that are in abusive relationships and their determination to get out of them, and it at any cost necessary. Also, another story that stuck out to me would be the mulatto. And the mulatto stuck out to me because many children in the slavery days did not know who their biological father was, being as though these women were being molested or forced to sleep with their masters. And a lot of children were deprived of knowing who their fathers were, and being around them all their life, not knowing. And when he did find out, it angered him and hurt him so much that he could not take it. And that's a major issue that we're dealing with in society today, where women keep the knowledge of their children's father a secret, if it's for their own selfish reasons, or if it's if they've played the part of a mistress, or they just want to keep it hidden for any reason. It coincides with that as well, because so many women had to keep the secrets, and so many of us don't these days, but we do. For what reason? Because we're selfish and not thinking about the hurt and pain that you can cause your child later on in life. Myself, I have personally experienced that situation, so I know what it's like. Another thing that stuck out to me would be the wife of his youth, and also the movie Pinky. Dealing with acceptance has been something that has been going on for decades, not something just now. And I say that because these days we think of society makes us think that we need to alter our bodies to be accepted, or what's accepted as a nice shape or amazing body. And a lot of women these days alter their bodies with plastic surgery just to fit into society. And these two characters, Pinky and the character in the wife of his youth, they were basically they were afraid to be themselves because of what society said was right. And at that time frame, society said that white Americans were right, and those two characters being fair-skinned African Americans, they passed for white, so that's what they did because they wanted to be accepted. So us in society today, we do a lot of things to be accepted, whereas we should appreciate who we are. Because as an African American culture, there's so many other cultures and so many other people that idolize us as a human race, of our shape, our look, our hair, our way of dance. We're so idolized by so many other people, and yet we actually depreciate our own culture when we try to change ourselves. And I learned a lot of this from, everybody takes different things from different stories, and these are a lot of things that I took from these different stories. I learned to appreciate myself and who I am, my size, my hair, everything. I just learned to appreciate myself more, looking at what others went through in those days and how they were disrespected just for being African American. So I learned to appreciate myself a lot more. And I learned as well, at the beginning of the course, we were shown different pictures and how they were imitated, and basically how they disgraded African Americans. And some of those pictures are still now to this day being duplicated, but us not being knowledgeable of what the photos really mean that we're duplicating, we're okay with it. And it just made me look at, now that I'm reading magazines or when I see certain commercials or pictures, I know now to further look into that to see, is this something that was duplicated? Is this something that was beforehand made in disrespect to the African American race? I would most definitely recommend this course to any of my peers, because I feel as though this course was very, very educational. At the beginning, I feel like, oh my God, I have so much reading to do. I was so overwhelmed. But in actuality, it helped me in so many ways. And I wanted to read more and I was more into this class instead of my other courses, as far as the reading goes, because I love to read. And this course is just amazing. I wish that it was a 2-semester course. It's really, really amazing. The reading is amazing. Dr. Benson, you are amazing, and I thank you for your knowledge and just your presence as an African American woman. It gave us something to look forward to, because you don't see too many positive Black women that are willing to teach the younger generation. And for that, we appreciate you. Just your presence, just how you enter a room, just your knowledge, just your overall aura as a person was amazing for this class. And I really, really, really appreciate it, and I thank you very much.